guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So this unit right here, this Kasseral and the Pride Troopers character just got an EZA. And I do think that this unit actually is probably pretty solid. Enough, you know, I did make sure, I went ahead and gave a pretty tight build right here. 28 additional. I want this character to be doing lots of super attacks, getting lots of defensive stacks. I think giving this unit a lot of dodge could have been a good idea as well. I didn't really want to give, like, you know, equips that were like 3 additional and 3 dodge. I've got a couple sitting around, but I might want to save those for more premium characters. Right, this Kasseral is like Universe 11 character, and he kind of wants to be run on a Universe 11 team. So I'm definitely not going to get much use out of this guy, at least right now. Maybe we'll get, you know, Jiren and I think God Topo, I think Dispo. Like, they could do a Jiren, Topo, and Dispo LR. They could do a full Pride Troopers LR. Jiren has many animations they could use. There is a lot that they could still do with Universe 11 characters. So this guy could be pretty good. So let me hop into an event. Let's test this guy out. Again, he has to be run on Universe 11, so it might be very difficult to find a Jiren lead. Maybe I can go into, like, the OG Legendary Goku event or something like that, and one will be available for me. But again, we need to run this guy on basically Jiren's team. He doesn't have a 200% leader skill either, unfortunately. The one thing that I guess is pretty unfortunate, this does feel like the type of character that should usually be on, like, Battle of Wits, and they're not. You know what else this unit is not on is Joined Forces either, which is interesting. Okay. Sure. So let's go ahead and jump into an event, and let's see how effective this Kasseral and Pride Troopers character is. Alright guys, so we are here in an event. Wait, real quick. Let's start by looking at Kasseral's categories. He is on Joined Forces here. So he has Universal Survival Saga. This is Defenders of Justice, is what this one is, right? No, this is Special Pose. He has Universal Survival Saga, Special Pose, Universe 11, Joined Forces, Space Traveling Warriors, and then Defenders of Justice. That is the category teams that Kasseral is on. Now, I did bring a friend, Blue Cow Kengoku. It's just like LR Jiren. We're not going to find him on the friends list, but Blue Cow Kengoku doesn't affect Kasseral in any way, right? Because Blue Cow Kengoku, he is still just giving Universal Survival Saga 3 key 170% of stats, and Jiren is giving Universe 11 the same buff, right? So it is fine right there. And Kasseral, what he wants is a full Universe 11 rotation, and then he gets buffs per superclass ally on the team. Blue Cow Kengoku is superclass, and then we do have a full Universe 11 rotation right here, so we're completely good, right? This is Kasseral at max efficiency right here. So let's see. So he's getting 110% attack and even start a turn. He gets another 110% attack and defense, and additional has a high chance to be a super with the Universe 11 category ally in the same turn. Then an additional has a high chance of being a super of all allies in the turn are Universe 11. Then he gives Universe 11 category allies 2 key 50% attack and defense, and then he gets an additional 11% attack per superclass ally in the team. Pretty good. I think that that's very solid. I can see this Kasseral with some really impressive, like, buffs to this team. Kasseral as, like, the 6th unit on the team, I think could probably be pretty good. I mean, he's at 248 right here. He could quad super every single turn, and he stacks defense on his super attack. So it's like we could see some really good stuff, I think, from Kasseral here. We have all 7 links activated. We have a very nice opening rotation for him. His link set is Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, Brainiacs, Supreme Warrior, Cold Judgment, Turn Up Power, Shattering Limit. I mean, I just have to highlight some of these. This guy's link set, in terms of the buffs, are ridiculous. Hero of Justice, 25% attack. Of course, we know well about Brainiacs, 15% attack and defense. I mean, look at Supreme Warrior right here, 2 key, 10% attack. Obviously, we know what Cold Judgment does, 25% defense. And then, I mean, Tournament of Power down here, he's also getting 3 key, 7% attack and defense. And it's like, you could look at his links and say, you know, maybe they're a bit wonky, but probably not on Universe 11, which is where you have to, like, if you're running this guy, you're running him on a Universe 11 team, right? Like, that's just what you're doing. His entire purpose, 248 right there, is to be run on Universe 11. Now, this character right here, the Topo and Pride Troopers unit, is okay-ish. Their defense is not, like, 250k defense is a bit low, especially for how juiced this rotation is. It's a bit low, even for a guarding character. 7 million by... Are you kidding me? 7? He can quad super. He's stacking defense. Damn, yo, Kasseral is a god. What? Bro, oh my god. They drop free-to-play units that are just like, what in the hell are they doing? And then they just drop some damn beast like this. Hello? Holy Kasseral. Kasseral looks, that was crazy, dude. What, turn 1? We're just, you know, casually doing like quad 7 millions. He's giving 50% support, Kasseral is too. Oh my god, dude. If they're they are... Bruh, I really, like, I saw some people right now are kind of like, are we going to get God Goku for Saiyan Day, or are we going to get, like, a UI Goku? Like, that's kind of, like, the prevailing theory right now, because JP's got a bunch of this Turn of Power stuff right now, so it's, like, you know, probably leading towards something. But I am wondering, like, if they just drop UI Goku for Saiyan Day, that doesn't do anything for Jiren, right? Like, they could EZA Jiren for Saiyan Day, sure. But, like, I feel like just EZing Jiren does not make Universe 11 good, right? Like, Universe 11, number one, is going to need a very powerful 200% leader skill. That's the number one thing we're going to need. And an EZA Dokkan Fest is not going to give us that. So, I am very curious. So, I do have the SSR Kasseral right here. We could have 7 out of 7 right here. Actually, let's do that again. What is our defense? 379 after double supering. This boy can cook. Kasseral can cook. I'm sorry. This is a chef right here. Look at our HP, though. 465,000. This is what I'm saying. Like, of the team we have right now, this Kasseral and Pride Trooper unit, sure. This Topo and Pride Trooper unit is okay, right? Like, they're okay. Like, they're runnable. You could run them. Full power Jiren's not good enough. God Speed Dispo is not good enough. Right, like Universe 11 as well. Let me pull up. Let's look at the Universe 11 category. But nothing in there is good enough in the Universe 11 category. Besides this guy and probably the Topo Pride Trooper character. Okay, Margarita is okay. The full power Jiren again is not good enough. The Topo Pride Trooper unit is because it's a support with guarding. Right, they're okay. They could use an EZA as well. Kasseral is very good, but then like. Again, super high-speed mode Dispo and God Topo, they EZA'd 3 years ago, man. You know, STR Jiren could become pretty solid, but, I mean, we could just get a new Dokkan Fest. So, you know, it seems ridiculous, but this is, like, one celebration away from being a legitimate team. It really could be. Because it's like, you know, we could say the same about, like, you know, Super 17, but, like, he's a villain, right? Like, Dokkan, they give the hand jobs to superclass characters, right? Like, it's like, all right, Jiren, yeah, we'll drop Jiren, and then we'll drop LR Pride Troopers, and then we're going to go ahead and EZA the Topo and Pride Troopers, and let's just give Margarita an EZA as well. Like, you guys know, like, that's what they do to these superclass characters. I'm actually kind of excited. This Kasseral, man, he's a beast. I look at it because it's like, there's no incentive, there's no reason whatsoever why you'd run this guy off of Universe 11. Like, if you're using him on the Universe 11 team. Like, that's just what you're going to do. So, it's like all these, like, you know, all these additionals and this ridiculous support and shit like that he's doing. Like, you're going to have access to this. You're going to be doing this. Because you're going to be running him on Universe 11. Right? I'm very impressed, actually, from the numbers we've seen so far. Alright, so in this rotation, we'll have everything active except for Brainiacs and Cold Judgment. That would give us, that's a lot of defense, actually, Brainiacs and Cold Judgment. But we have a lot of support at the same time. Both Topos are support. God Topo does deserve a Dokkan Fest, by the way. I think a Dokkan Fest God Topo would be sick. I think Dokkan Fest Dispo would be sick. I mean, they can do so many things. And there's so many fights that happen in the Tournament of Power. There's so many animations that they have access to, right? Like, Topo has that fight with, like, Ultimate Gohan and Android 17, right? Like Topo is doing some fighting in one of the episodes that was drawn by Takahashi, right? Like it could be just so crazy. And in the meantime, look at Kasseril. Look at this. Look at this ridiculousness right here. There's 2. There's a 3, unfortunately. All right, give us 1 more. We could do 1 more. Yup, there we go. That's the hidden potential system additional right there. Triple supers, man. I'm just very impressed. Like this is how you build a free-to-play character right here. You know why this guy is so... Here's why he's so good. Is because you have to use him on Universe 11, which is a niche team, right? That's why they were comfortable making him so strong. It's obvious, clear as day to me. He's so good because you have to run him on Universe 11, but if they make Universe 11 a real team, this guy very fast can be very good. If I did a top 10 free-to-play units in the game tier list right now, it's like, off of merit and what the character could do, this guy would be high up there. But, you know, unfortunately, Universe 11 is not runnable in Red Zone content. Full Power Jiren does not work, right? Like, none of these characters would work. Topo and Pride Troopers, again, they could guard, but their defense is not high enough just with guard. You know, it's like they would need, like the Topo and Pride Trooper unit, let's get to this next rotation. I mean, what are they going to be at, right? The Topo and Pride Trooper unit. They're going to be at like 250k defense or something like that. That doesn't cut it. You want like 500k defense plus guard. It's what you actually want, right? When you're rocking 500k defense with guard, now you're talking, you know, for the super strong, difficult, crazy red zone bosses. That is what you need, is like that level of power. So it's like taking some of these characters in there, it's just not really going to suffice, right? I think we could do like another maybe rotation or 2. Although that did do a lot of damage. And now this casserole, we're okay. Oh, no, dude, I think we're gonna die. Wait, casserole, no! Oof. Damn, yeah, okay, well, I guess that's a good example of what I was talking about, right? Full Power Jiren, you know, he's getting cooked in the GT Legendary Goku event, right? Honestly, I feel like we saw what we needed to from Casserole right there. But he was very impressive, man. I think he's good. The ability to quad super, he's stacking defense. Seems like he's stacking defense at a decent clip. I mean, if he's getting a bunch of triple supers in some of these red zone fights, I could see Casserole, again, being a very solid option. I'm pretty impressed. He's a good EZA for sure. All right, this is Expert Injustice. Casserole, you know, / Pride Troopers, with the Pride Troopers, whatever we want to call it. His leader skill is Universe 11, category key 3 and 77% of stats, or superclass key 3 and 40% of stats. His super attack is the United Justice Stream, which stacks defense by 30%, raises attack by 30% for 1 turn, and then does supreme damage to the enemy. His passive skill, Oath Between Allies. He gets 110% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets another 110% attack and defense, and launches an additional that has a high chance of being a super with the Universe 11 category ally in the same turn. Then he gets an additional as a high chance of being a super when all allies attacking in the same turn are Universe 11. And then finally, he gives Universe 11 category allies 2 key and 50% attack and defense. And then he gets an additional 11% attack per superclass ally in the team. Pretty good. Being able to be a 50% support type character while quad supering and stacking defense, yeah, we will take that for sure. His links are Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, Brainiacs, Supreme Warrior, Cold Judgment, Torrent of Power, and Shattering the Limit. 12 kill multiplier is 140%, and then our boy Casserole is on a few category teams here. He, of course, is on the Universal Survival Saga team. Casserole is also over here on the Special Pose category team. More buffs for that, sure. Then he, of course, is also on the Universe 11 category team. Then Casserole is on the Joined Forces category team as well. Then Casserole is on the Space Traveling Warrior category team. And then finally, he is on Defenders of Justice. So it's like, you know, you look at the Pride Troopers and, you know, we could get like a nice Space Traveling Warrior, Defender of Justice, Universe 11 team. Remember that Jiren himself is not on Special Pose. So like a full Pride Trooper team, oops, as the chord happens, a full Pride Trooper team would not be Special Pose, probably, since Jiren would be the best character on it. But, you know, that it would be a strong, like, Defender of Justice team or something like that. Overall, I thought that this casserole was very impressive. Let me know what you guys think, but the Casserole and Pride Trooper unit EZA, this is a free-to-play character. I thought they looked very good.